Good morning, sheep. What are we going to pump this morning? I'm kidding. You guys are family. That is what they all say out there, isn't it? That is what they all say out there. You guys do not soundbite that. Oh, I'm messing with you. Jonathan with the pumps. Yeah, ZKIN. I did get a chunk of that too this morning. Isn't that crazy? I bought a little bit of that at $2.45 and sold up over $3. I thought I was going to get pumped a little bit up there towards that 320 area. Really wish I would have hit the short on it up there over 3, but it's kind of breaking rules trading in pre-market, so I'm going to not do that at the moment. We got a few stocks to look at this morning. Oh, we got to do a quote. What are we going to do? Boom. Happy Thanksgiving. How we doing, fellas? Good to see everybody in here this morning. Probably going to be a little bit lighter with some of the guys not here this morning because of Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be here Friday as well, FYI. I know tomorrow is off. Friday's half a day. I'll be out. Be outy, guys. So I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Tons of food. You guys know the drill. So how did we end up yesterday, guys? Coin, did you we killing it yesterday? Killing it. YJ was kind of moho towards the end of the day. MOHO is the one that ended up getting all that hype. I was in ENG. I ended up taking a loss there, which was incredibly irritating. I'm honestly even embarrassed to say this with ENG, but I was in ENG yesterday, and I look at this trend here, guys. I bought onto this trend. It was 12:15, and I was starving, and so I went downstairs to get some food, and I came back, and it had cracked. I would have been in the money right here, 340. Such an idiot, Kevin. I told my wife that. I'm like, I was so pissy the rest of the day after that. She was like, I could have brought you some food. I was like, yeah, I'm going to text you next time. I need food. Watching for that Thanksgiving runner. Yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday as well, which I'm like, Kevin, why are you doing this? Like, even my wife knows. She's like, you're staying up there a lot longer than usual. I'm like, well, this week's just been like that. I don't know what it is. I mean, this week has literally been crazy. Like, we're getting these late day runners. We're getting these midday runners. It's been kind of nuts out here. Been kind of nuts. Like MOHO yesterday, end of the day. This was a completely, this one happened around lunchtime as well. Started taking off around 11:30, 40, and then ended up getting that afternoon zombie hour continuation. So crazy. I mean, this week, if I could put a theme on this week, it would be, if it's moving, buy it. It hasn't been easy. But so far I'm starting the day on a green note. Yesterday, I got to be honest, I overtraded a little bit. I had a lot of commissions yesterday, guys. I traded too much. And yesterday I realized that, and I'm like, okay, Kevin, you got to focus on... I mean, at the start of the day, I had hit my quota yesterday, like, initially, right in the first 10 minutes. And I just kept trading, and it was... dug myself in a hole. I got to not overtrade today. Focus on the best setups. And there's a lot out there. This week's been difficult to really focus on. It's just been difficult to focus because, like I said, there's a lot out there. And I even said this yesterday. We're going to miss moves. We are going to miss a lot of stocks. I'm guessing a lot of you miss Moho. I miss Moho. I'm guessing a lot of us miss YJ. These crazy little stocks taking off. It's okay. We are going to miss plays. There's so many out there. We're just going to miss them. It is what it is. Mr. Jag Trader, what's going on, man? Coin, I think it may be YJ Thanksgiving runner today. Let's pull up YJ. This is what the chart looks like on YJ. I want you guys to pay attention to this real quick. We have this trend line down here around the 590s, 580s. Yeah, see this trend here? It is holding above that currently at the moment. Yeah, the stock is incredibly overbought. It doesn't matter. Trust me, that don't matter. It's Thanksgiving week. Stock being overbought. Come on. Let's look left of the chart. We do have good support right here around the 590s area. 596 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4 times that was hit. So that is kind of trying to serve as support at the moment. YJ may be that play until it really starts cracking under that. So that's kind of what Coin was suggesting there. One way interested in your thoughts on FCEL, LGVW, which is interesting, guys. If you've been trading with me for a while, you know I do not trade like the leading gappers and low float stocks, period. I do not trade them. I took ZKI in this morning, 245 to over $3, got over 50 cents there. This week I've just been trying to adapt a little bit to these plays, but I normally I do not trade these type of setups. Do not trade them. AMPC, that one hit what? Jonathan Garcia said there was a pump on this one, 920, 20 cent area, magic number. You guys are seeing it. You're seeing it. There's a lot of plays out here. EV stocks opening a little bit weak today. I did notice that as well. Solo, kind of weakish. BLNK, definitely weak. Yeah, Candy is weak. NIO. Look at NIO real quick. Interesting. I did not see this doing my pre-market analysis this morning. NIO is right at the trend. It's literally right on the trend. You guys see that? Write that down real quick. I was trying to get a bounce off of it at the moment. All right, so NIO, this one's right on the trend at the moment. We'll keep that one on watch. If we trade it, we could trade it against 48.31, which is the low this morning. EV sector is going to have to get a little rampy ramp on it. But yeah, 48.31 is the lows pre-market. Opening up a little weak as Coin says, but it's right on the trend. We'll see what's going to happen there. One way, interested in your thoughts on FCEL, LGVW. Also, FYI, Coin did a really good job yesterday of, and he mentioned this in chat, after he had kind of hit his quota for the day, he sized down a little bit, and that's kind of the idea I'm having today as well. Really going to start sizing down a little bit, and because I'm half of the way there as well. So I'm going to start sizing down a little bit and, reduce the risk. You got to protect the bag. This is about making money. It's about making money. Remember, professional day traders, you got to eliminate the ego out of the picture. Did you guys see my post in the community chat the other day? I was 0 for 3 Monday on short sales. And then I just traded, what was that? XPEV. I just took a long on XPEV, rode that thing for 5 points. It's like, okay, that's the market we're in. That is the market we're in right now. So you gotta understand that as a trader. Eliminate your ego. Like, this is actually what I was thinking of after yesterday. This is what I was thinking of. I think this is really good. So guys, listen up about this real quick. And then we'll start talking some stocks. Listen to this real quick. One of the biggest things I see as far as traders go, that why they're unable to kind of be successful. One of the biggest hurdles I see is people marry stocks. Like, they think just because you're in a stock, it has to do it has to do. If you're long on it, it has to go up. If you're short on it, it has to go down. And you're sticking with it until that happens. Like, you marry one stock. That's why I think it's so important to trade many different tickers. Look at a bunch of different setups and trade them. And whichever ones are making money, you can put more chips on the table. The ones that aren't making money, you can fold that hand. You're just trying to take ego out of the picture. Yeah, if we see 5 different good setups this morning, 5 pocket pair ace setups, let's throw chips on the table on all of those hands, and the ones that are making money, let them work, and the ones that aren't making money, cut them. It's very important not to marry any tickers. Think that, oh, this stock has to do this. The longer you trade, the more you'll realize that stocks do not have to do anything. They don't have to do anything. FCEL one way. All right, FCEL. Let's take a look at that. Fuel cell energy sector. This has to do with the electric vehicle market as well, doesn't it? I think I remember that. Where they were like partnering with. This one may be following the electric vehicle sector here. But look at this one way. If you're trading it on the long side, just watch it under $7. We got 3 lower shadows around $7. Just see if it's going to hold over 7. If it is, you'll be good to go. If not, it's probably going to fade a little bit. LGVW. Man, that one's still getting some continuation there. Yeah, big lower shadow on the daily chart yesterday. So, yeah, get out of the way of that train from the short side. All right, let's go over a few stocks this morning. I'm watching X. I threw this one on the watch list last night. I saw X and liked it quite a bit, but it kind of already sold off a little bit from 1450 down to 1380s. I'd really like to see a pop on X up towards that 1450 area. And then short into this. This is a setup I normally do short. This is kind of a hangover play, right? So we get a ton of good volume coming into it, overbought volume. And then normally we're going to see profit taking following that. That's exactly what we saw. I know this is kind of an extreme example. And actually XPEV popped right back up. But after that Monday day with XPEV that I was riding it for 5 points, what happened after it got overbought like this? We saw profit taken. The stock went from 78 down to like 62. That much profit taking. And that's normally what we're going to see. How did I come across Mr. Tim in the house? How do you happen to come across X? I got a little program that runs in the background. And I check that at the end of the day and kind of see what stocks are doing what. And I saw X popping on off. Saw X popping on up at the end of the day. And yeah, it wasn't off the ISW scans. It might be on here. I don't know. No, it's not on here this morning. But yeah, X isn't a bad play here. It's kind of cracked that trend that it was on. Yeah, here's the trend it was on. Cracked under that. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm watching X. See if we can get a pop there. TRVG, if you guys have them, if you have the shorts for TRVG, I think it's not a bad setup. I don't have shorts here, but this one's on a day 2, like pretty solid climb. 150s to 220s TRVG. It's a pretty steep trend. That one may see some profit taken out of the gates. I'll be watching that. YJ, we're still going to watch that support. It's on it at the moment. Now, here's what normally happens. What's our leading gappers this morning? ANPC and MTC. ANPC and MTC and ZKIN. All 3 of these. Isn't it? Like, what's crazy is in a normal market condition, there's usually only one stock that has like really good volume in the morning. One of these low floaters. But all 3 of these are kind of holding up at the moment. That's what's crazy about this market right now. So AMPC, MTC, ZKIN, those are our leading gappers this morning. ZKIN, I'd be watching that 320 area. Be watching that 320 area there. AMPC already hit 920 and is a little bit heavy against that. And MTC is fighting that 20 cent area as well. Isn't that crazy, guys? The 20 cent area, all 3 of them are fighting. I know you guys thought I was crazy. MARA is kind of in that blockchain space and getting a little bit of a squeezy wheezy on it. MARA. Here's the chart, MARA. We got the trend from $3. It did tap that yesterday at 430. It is going to be around 470s, that bottom trend. We do have upper resistance at 530s. Yep, 530s and 40s upper resistance. MARA, may get it, may not. It's going to have to get some good volume to come into it. It's going to be a tough area to break, but this is the trend that it's all on. I do want you guys to be aware of that. SSR is turned on with MARA as well, FYI. Short sale restriction. What does that mean? Short sale restriction. Shorts cannot hit the bid. They have to put their orders on the ask. Coin, ZKI, and sellers, $3.50 and $4. Yeah, I like the 320 area with ZKI in. It's actually pretty good past chart history resistance, but my concern is twofold. My concern is the market conditions are crazy, and not only that, ZKIN is ETB. Easy to borrow. I mean, I got shorts. I don't think I want to short it because it's a low floater. I mean, I normally completely avoid low floaters, but yeah, so 320 is kind of tough. We got this resistance overhead here. And this is why I scooped it up in pre-market at 240, by the way. It was sitting at 240, and we had really good 220 support. So that's why I scooped it up there. 20 cent risk, 50 cent reward. Come on, I'm going to take that every time. All right, so 320 is going to be tough. Coin seeing some big boy sellers at 350 and $4. This one may get a little continuation, may get a little crazy. It is ETB, easy to borrow with CMEG at least. So easy to borrow also means what? What does ETB also stand for? It means easy to blow up. Easy to blow up. All right. Oh, man. I was watching this one pre-market too. You guys know ACB from yesterday. Coin's tired of hearing about this one, but I mean, it is what it is. It's not a bad setup. Not a bad setup. Yeah, it's got pretty good support. 860s. It's popping back up to 9. Probably going to be a little heavy against the previous close, 920. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to keep my eye on ACB. If that one gets closer to support, again, 860s. I was thinking about taking it. Finger was on the trigger this morning, but I didn't want to break another rule. Don't trade in pre-market. Kevin, don't trade pre-market. Sometimes it works. I have that rule for a reason, though. All the offerings come out in pre-market. Every offering comes out in pre-market, and it's very difficult to get in and out sometimes in pre-market. So I've been caught in a few offerings and scarred. Scarred for life. And then NIO is going to be at that trend. So here's the watch list this morning. We got all three of our leading gappers. You guys pay close attention to those. ANPC has already rotated its float 4x. So that's 2 million in float, 8 million in volume. So ANPC, let's keep our eyes there. That's already rotated 4x. MTC has rotated 2x. MTC, here's the trend here. If you guys are trading MTC, trend is going to be right around like $2, 205, 206 there. YJ coin brought that one up. We may see a big day two here. You know, Coin's trying to spot that big runner because he says there is usually one every Thanksgiving. And I do remember last year being nutso as well. But YJ, this one may get a day two. We'll keep our eyes on it. It's sitting right at that kind of supportish from the daily chart. ANPC, that one, like I said, 4x. And then ZKIN has rotated its entire float, 1.5x as well. So what's the idea here with all four of these stocks? I think that one of them is going to get all of the hype and attention. I think one of them is going to get all the hype and attention. What is that going to be? Well, looks like MBOT was, looks like it was around Christmas, coin. Right at Christmas. Looks like that was the Christmas present of last year. MBOT. Dude, and look at that. I'm glad you brought up MBOT coin. Because last year, at Christmas, $6 to 20. The year before that, the same thing. $2 to 20. Ah, we may have an MBOT Christmas present. We need to write that down. Just keep our eyes on it. All right. Let's narrow this in real quick, and then we will get to trading. I like what Coin's saying. I think he's right. AMPC, MTC, ZKIN, YJ, all four of these up here on the gap up watch list. One of them's likely to get it. If not one of those, maybe one out of nowhere like Moho around lunchtime. It could be around lunchtime. Sometimes because all the volume is kind of on all these different stocks, traders don't know which one's going to get it. And actually, the theme of this week has been around lunchtime. Lunchtime has been when these stocks have been, 12 o'clock. This is why I've been sitting here so freaking long. Moho, I mean, today could be a huge day. We could have a huge Thanksgiving week. 12 o'clock, 140. That one started taking off. YJ, what was that? YJ. What was the other one? What was the other one this week? Anyways, there was another one that was around lunchtime. God, what was that stock? But it's been around lunch hour, so we'll be watching for that. X, I'm looking for a pop. I'm narrowing in for you guys real quick. It was GTEC. Yeah. Moho. Yeah, Moho. Let's check that. Moho is not SSR. Yeah, it was KXIN, I think. KXIN. That one's kind of start of the day as well. There was another one. Everything's been running, guys. It's been nuts. Moho is not SSR. Moho, it's probably going to be a little heavy against pre-market or previous high and close. It's probably a short on pops. ACB, I'm watching the 860s. That's going to be a slower play, though. MTC, there's the trend. If you guys are trading MTC, the trend is going to be your friend down there around 1008 to 208. MARA, we'll see if that one can pop on up. One of these stocks, ZKIN or MTC, one of them had blockchain news. Might have been MTC. Yeah, MTC is even higher right now. MARA, that one against the trend. NIO, let me write that one down. NIO is already back above $50. So electric vehicles may come back alive today a little bit. We'll see. Or maybe just NIO. But NIO, the trend is... Here's the trend for NIO. Had that symmetrical triangle break, trying to get a little bounce off of that 49 run there. So MTC even higher right now. MTC 240s. Even higher. All right, guys. So, are we ready to go? Are we ready to go? It's going to be a fun morning. We got to keep our eyes peeled on everything, so help me out, guys. YJ could get some pretty crazy volume. If some of these start selling off, YJ, some attention could go over there for another morning spike, and YJ could get continuation up towards $10. I mean, that could be the play. Volume is present in the market. It's just about which stock is going to get it all. These low float lands. I'm going to be sizing down a little bit because I already pulled off 50 cents from ZKIN this morning. But let's start our Thanksgiving on a good note. A few minutes till the market opens on up. Who knows what's going to be? Who knows? There's a lot of manipulation with these plays as far as chat rooms go and big, brokers go and algos go. A lot of manipulation on these plays. ZKIN, I think ultimately the risk there needs to be under 220 if that one snaps out of the gate. Could be a scoop, could be a fade, but 220 needs to be the risk there. That's ultimately the best risk. MTC up towards 250s. Look left of the chart here with MTC. MTC's got a... When that gets going, that thing gets going. MTC recently made a pretty big spike from $1.30 to $2 and gave it all back though. But before that, it's made some pretty large moves. Impressive, MTC, impressive. All right, traders, so help me alert some of these plays. I'm going to get rid of the chart here. You guys know how the scans work. This week's been crazy with the scans. When stocks are high, orange, it means there's a lot of emotions going on. This week has been all about emotions. Positive intensity scans. When stocks are high, orange means they're getting overbought. Euphoria setting in. That means get ready for the reversal. Traditionally, that means get ready for the reversal. These days, might mean buy it. On the negative side, stocks highlighted orange means that experiencing fear, oversold. Get ready for the reversal. Those are scoop plays. MTC is approaching 250, guys. Help me alert some of these stocks that are taking off. We got probably about 4 or 5 to watch as far as the leading gappers go. See what's going to get it. I think YJ I'm somewhat interested in still. YJ slightly interested there. Because that one is holding on up fairly nicely. So we could see that one get a little morning action as well. YJ, kind of just sitting there stagnant. So 10 seconds, guys. ZKIN's pulling back a little bit, 260s. 220 is the idea there. X, I'm looking for a pop. Let the trades come to you guys. A lot going on out there. You're going to be missing trades. Let them come to you. All right, the market is now open. Market is now open. So YJ is selling off a little bit right here. It's taking a little snap right now. Taking a little bit of a snap on YJ right now. YJ, okay, YJ is halted. YJ is halted on the downside. ZKIN 280s. So ZKIN is still in play. That one's still kind of fighting right now. ZKIN is still fighting. There may be a trade there. ZKIN. ACB pulling back towards the 260s again. You guys hate me over that. ACB. Sorry. I'm thinking about it. NIO pulling back down to the trend a little bit. NIO. Wow, we're seeing quite a bit of NIO just got a nice little bounce on it. Scans are going crazy as usual. TOUR morning spike. TOUR. MTC morning spike up to 260.70s. May see a little pressure up here in the 260.70s. It's kind of way off the trend, overbought. May see a little pressure there. I'm surprised Thinkorswim is actually functioning pretty good right now. NIO, I missed that little sell-off. A little irritated with that. YJ is halted. ACB is even lower. So the negative scans are completely lit right now. I haven't taken any trades yet. I'm just letting this kind of morning, open, kind of settle down a little bit. This getting crazy though. TOUR, that one is getting a little bit of a spike. ZKIN, a little bit of selling pressure there, 260s on ZKIN. There still may be a trade ZKIN. Ultimately, I think we need to watch that against 220s. NIO even higher, so getting the morning spike right now. I did like NIO, but I missed my entry on that. It happened very quick. Just watching NIO to see if we can pull back down towards like 50-50, get me a little bit closer to my risk. Now, both scanners are pretty lit right now. WEI getting a nice morning spike. WEI. It is crazy. Like I said yesterday, we are in a Robin Hooder's paradise. Just pick one and jump in it, guys. Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Living in a Robin Hood's paradise. All right, WEI, big pullback there to 240s from 260s. Might be a little scoop action going on there. I'm interested to see how YJ is going to open up. Kind of interested on YJ, see how that's going to open up. Because it is kind of opening up near where resistance was yesterday, which should be a little support. But we'll see. It might be something completely different getting it today. A lot going on, guys. ZKIN even lower, 250s now. Not so right now, guys. Not so. So I'm waiting for YJ to open up. I'm also kind of eyeing NIO, but my risk is gonna be like, I'd like that one a little bit lower. NIO. Not sure I'm gonna get it. ACB is still holding up to 860s. That's a slower play. And ZKIN holding these 260s for now. For now, ZKIN looks slightly heavy at the moment. WEI kind of stole all the attention, WEI. So YJ just opened up even lower, YJ. Pretty low here on YJ. So that one's not looking too good. Not looking too good, YJ. Tempted to scoop it, but that one's going to take a little while to get back up. So far, coin, you got one scalp on ZKIN, 240s. Yeah. VFF is getting a nice spike on it right now, up towards 11 bucks. VFF. Yeah, I don't have shorts there, but VFF not bad. If I were you guys, just be mindful of the market conditions and maybe size down a little bit. JFIN approaching pre-market highs. That one's kind of thinnish, $4 though. Yeah, that one's too thin. VFF nearing a 1070s, a little heavy against $11 at the moment. MARA is kind of coming up towards that main resistance. MARA. SSR is turned on there. Still no trades for me yet. I think MARA is going to have a little bit of a difficult time getting above that 540s area. MTC and YJ is really selling off. So MTC, that one's kind of coming up towards its morning spike highs. MTC. So far, that one's holding on up pretty well. YJ, even more panic on YJ. I mean, I'm trying to think, is there a scoop on YJ? That one's really selling off. And tons of panic on YJ. Oh, man. A lot going on. Go is getting a pop right now. GOGO. That one has resistance on its chart at 1150 up to $12. Go 1150 to $12 on GoGo. That one is getting somewhat of a pop right now. GOGO. If that one starts getting closer to 12 on a fast move, I will be interested on GoGo. Oh my God, guys! YJ is halted again. That one is just selling off. Jeez Louise. I think there's going to be a scoop on YJ. That one's in its second halt on the downside. Shorts are going to be covering that one, and it could get a nice little quick pop on it. So I'm still interested in YJ, giving it some time. Let's see where it's going to open up. I may do a little small scoop on it. GoGo, I'm watching that one for a fast pop towards 12. MTC is still sitting up near its 270s highs right now. MTC still battling the 270s right now. ZKIN bounce. Yep, Coin and I saw that same time. ZKIN bouncing up towards, trying to do a little bit of a red to green move. ZKIN. I'm slightly interested on ZKIN again. You know, this is what I was kind of suspecting the market was going to do. No one knows which stock is yet going to get that Thanksgiving rip. And so a lot of different stocks are trying. A lot of different stocks are trying at the moment. And we're just kind of waiting, patiently waiting. MARA is trying to get over that 530s, 40 area. That one's a little bit slower, but it's trying. A little bit slower, but it's trying. Yeah, ZKIN, a few upper shadows around the 290s area here, but it's holding VWAP, holding the 9 EMA. That one may, we may see that one try to get a little red to green move on it. My thing is, I think a lot of people are shorting ZKIN, which I don't know why they would be with how this week has been. So we may have a lot of shorts on that because it's ETB, which may inevitably cause a nice little rip on it because shorts are gonna be all over it. Yeah, so far I'm still only with my original trade from pre-market on ZKIN. But ZK, I'm still interested there. Still interested. Coming back up towards $3 right now, trying to get a $3 break. Might be a little fake out breakout. We'll see. Pop over 3, looking a little heavy against it. Ouch. ZKIN. Big death candle right there. $3 down to 250s. Pretty big candle right there. I may look to hit this pop if we get back up to like 270s. If we can get up to 270s, I may hit it on a short after that death candle there. Just watching and waiting right now. Waiting for YJ, sorry. We don't know what it's going to be yet, traders. Isn't that why it's so exciting? We don't quite know yet what is going to be taken on off. It could even be ANPC from this morning. Who knows? ANPC, ZKIN, still kind of... ZKIN's going to be kind of rough. Going to take a little bit of time for ZKIN if that starts coming back around. ANPC is getting a little pop coming back up towards VWAP there. 550, 757. 760. Watch ANPC as well. That one's a low floater. May try to get some volume on it. KXIN coin. Ah, dang. Yeah, ANPC is curling up a little bit. I may tap it. May give ANPC a little tap. Man, my freaking charts are my thinkorswim charts finally gave out. Took long enough. Yeah, ANPC is interesting. Watch that one. That one's kind of trying right now. It's kind of trying to turn around a little bit. Thinkorswim is killing me at the moment. Absolutely killing me. Yeah, ANPC's curling a little bit, guys. Pull that one up. Come back up towards a little bit of an upper shadow there. A little bit of an upper shadow. It could be anything. Could be anything. Keeping our eyes peeled. YJ still heavy. Jeez. Kim, there's a lot going on, but this is not an amateur market out here, I'll tell you that. This is a very challenging. A little bit challenging. KXIN is going up and to the moon. KXIN. So the idea here with KXIN is, I mean, that one just 2 days ago was up towards $10. I mean, it's going to have some trouble up in here, guys. KXIN, 2 days ago, it was in the $9 to $10 range. It's just going to have a little bit of trouble here. It just is what it is. It do what it do. But this is what I like about AMPC. Is this right here. Yeah, see it? So just watch that trend right here on AMPC. Trying to form a higher low here and trying to get up above that VWAP. So just watch that trend. May break it, may not break it. We'll see. We will see. If it does break it, Merry Christmas to us. It's trying, though. It is trying the VWAP area. Just pretty heavy against it, though. There it goes. It's kind of cracking a little bit at the moment. Pulling back a little bit there, keeping an eye on AMPC. KXIN's gonna still be tough against that $9 to $10 area. Just be mindful of that. It's gonna be a little tough. YJ, it's still coming on down. Dang. YJ still coming on down. That's crazy. Coin MTC added 234. MTC, yeah, so MTC is going to pull back. The trend's going to be down to towards that 220 area, MTC. That one may be all right. I'm watching AMPC against that 670s, which is the bottom of kind of that pre-market support. It is looking pretty heavy, but I'm just watching against the 670s there. May pull back. It's looking a little heavy. MTC is definitely kind of where the good volume is right now. It's got a little bit of a lower shadow on the 5-minute chart. MTC, so not looking bad there. Not looking bad at all, MTC. The top candles on MTC are scary. Jason, good morning. Didn't want to distract at the open. Been listening. Yeah, it's pretty wild out here right now. Pretty wild out here. COCP is popping up near pre-market highs as well, 198. YJ maybe getting a little dead cat bounce. YJ might get a little dead cat bounce. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? MTC still up and still fighting. MTC, I like the kind of the, yeah, it's got some upper shadows, 270s. Here's what I'm looking at, MTC. Here's the chart. It's got a nice little lower shadow here. It's getting balled up in the 230s, but it's still fighting. MTC is still a play at the moment, still fighting. That's the trend, 220. That's what I'll be watching it against, the 220 area there. TOUR still climbing higher. That's the top of the intensity scans right now, TOUR. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Yeah, YJ getting a little bit of a dead cat bounce. MTC still holding up. I think we're in for a Thanksgiving treat today, guys. I really do. It's just, what is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? ZKIN trying to bottom out here from in the 230s. Going long in YJ. Yeah, I was thinking about it too. I was thinking about it. Alright, I'm wanting something else. I want something else. TOUR still around 388. That one's holding up right now. TOUR 380s. $4. MTC still good against that bottom trend 220s. That's kind of that area I'd be watching there. TOUR coming up to $4. Might get that pop up through 4. Remember, 420. 20-cent area is always magic number. TOUR coming up to $4. MTC still be watching that against 220s. ZKIN trying to kind of bottom out right here around the 250s. It's gonna make a new high by end. It's gonna make a new high by end of day. YJ, like it. I like it, coin. New highs getting up over 722. TOUR hitting that 420 area, hitting the 420s right now. We'll watch it. We will watch TOUR. See what that big bad boy is gonna do. JFIN getting a pop on it right now as well. So a lot going on. There is a lot going on. What's that Thanksgiving dinner going to look like today? ZKIN come back down to 230s, come back down toward that 220 area, which is resistance on the chart, which is also support. Now, I'm interested. I'm kind of interested ZKIN at that 220 area. Yeah, YJ. So what is going to happen? This is when it gets a little interesting because MTC is kind of holding up, but it's getting a little top heavy against 270s. YJ's been selling off. ZKIN getting a little heavy. 230s. So it gets a little interesting. What's going to be moving next? I'm still got my eyes kind of peeled on ANPC a little bit. WEI also kind of sold off a little bit. So it starts getting a little interesting from here. Coin, why you gotta restart your platform? It froze. Woo-hoo-hoo! TOUR! Brad, paid out well. That's crazy, Brad. I didn't even look at freaking TOUR to see if I had shorts because I just assumed I didn't, and I do have shorts. Heck of a trade there, Brad. 450s to $4. I really didn't even look at it because I just assumed I didn't have shorts. That was really a dumb mistake by me, but Brad killing it. TOUR, Brad killing it. Love that. Love that. Love it, love it. mRNA now. So mRNA, Kim's bringing that one up. That one is approaching its high days right now, 103.79. mRNA. Making new highs. mRNA making new highs right now. Moderna. ANPC is kind of curling around a little bit. ANPC. TOUR may be, I may get some sloppy seconds on it to hit it again. I'm thinking about Tour. If it can pop up towards like 430s, maybe. TOP kind of up near its highs right now. Yeah, this is yeah, Tour looking pretty good. Heck of a trade there, Brad. Absolutely love that. Heck of a trade. You guys notice with TOUR as well, kind of that doji star up top too. Let me see. Yeah, like on the 1 minute time frame, doji star. Looking good. YJ 460. So Coin had to restart his platform, but not looking bad there. Not looking bad at all. I want something else. Market. TOUR really giving back everything right now as well. Could look for a scoop if it kind of panics out. If TOUR kind of panics out, we see a little bit of panic. Could look for a little scoop. Watching for that right now. Watching for that right now. I'm going to give it a little tap. 370. 370. Plan on scaling into it under 360s if we get that. $380s, nice. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to take it at 385 there. Yeah, 385. Up towards the VWAP. It was just one and done. Single entry, single exit. For 15 cents. Oh, man. What else we got? What else we got? Man, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood for something. Come on, market. Tour already back up towards $4. I'm like, well, I can hit it for a short too. All right, guys, what is it going to be? What is it going to be? Things are slowing down a little bit. LGHL getting a little pop on it right now. VNet with the panic. Woo! VNet coming on down. Um's a looking. ZKIN long at 230. Yeah, maybe. I was just looking at that one too. 220, I still like it against that. Still like it against 220, but I hate. Not a fan of predicting volume, but it's Thanksgiving week. Out YJ, volume's dying there, yeah. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. I think Tour might actually could turn around today. I'm looking at the chart on Tour. It's got such good 340 support. It's just now getting above that. The last few days, the stock has been climbing pretty nicely. I don't know. Just looking at the chart there, it's got massive 340 support. Do we gotta wait till 11:30 to see what's gonna happen? MTC's under the trend line. MTC's under the trend line. ZKIN's slowing down. 220 support still there. YJ kind of dead. All our leading gappers. AMPC dead. Everything is dead. TAOP. TAOP may be maybe a long. I don't know. TAOP might be that Thanksgiving play. Who knows? TAOP. 5 million float. Kind of holding up right now. TAOP may be a play. It's kind of thin at the moment, but TAOP is popping up. You guys know chat rooms are looking for something. TAOP is interesting. It really is interesting. Let me look at the chart here. TOP is kind of holding this bull flag area. Kind of watching and seeing what it's going to do up here in the 350s. It's a little thin, but volume definitely could come here. Usually these crazy moves have happened around like 11:30 or so. Volume will come into them. But slowing down a lot from this morning. This morning was absolutely nuts. Just like the rest of the week. TOUR back up towards 420s. So TOUR back up towards 423, 420s. Could be some sloppy seconds there on a short against 450. This one could be higher. I don't know. We'll watch it back up towards the 450s here again. Yeah, double topping up here. Everything's been kind of failing so far. Just watching it. Do have shorts here. Interested for this double top, but also don't want to get caught in something if this is going to be that like all day kind of trade. So watching Tour, watching TAOP right now. To see what we're going to get here today. TOUR coming back up towards that double top resistance 450s. We'll watch that carefully. I had a 370. I got the bottom tick on that earlier. 370. TAUR coming back up to 450s. Go Tigers, looking for a short on SBE 34.90. $340. Big sellers now short to 3. You mean 440? KXIN breaking. So Tour's kind of holding up. KXIN selling off. So TOUR is still holding on up, and TAOP is somewhat interesting but thin. But just a little thin. Target 340. Yeah, I'm interested on TOUR 2 here for a short, but it's got to get some speed behind it. It's got to get a little speed behind it. Two are already back down to 4 knot. TOUR back under $4. Yeah, missed it a little bit. May try to get a bounce and back up. We'll see. Here's kind of the trend that TOUR is on right now. Tapping that trend right there. Tapping that trend. So watching it against that trend at the moment. Just keep still watching it against that trend. See if it's going to get heavy against that or try to get a little continuation behind it. So it looks like it wants a little bit more. Yeah, that bounce was nuts. Bounced right off of that trend. Bounced right off of that trend. So it looks like it wants a little bit higher right now. 425 is popping up. 426. Coming right back up. Wait for $5. $430s. Yeah, really strong bounce on it. Looking pretty good at the moment. Couple upper shadows right here. We got 3 upper shadows, 430s. 3 upper shadows here in the 430s. If you're trading on the long side, just obviously watch against the trend in the 390s, 397, under $4 essentially. And this one, it looks like it wants to retest the highs at 450s. CKIN basing in a little bit. Yeah, so Tour be watching it pretty carefully against all these upper shadows here in the 430s. It's having a hard time with it right now, but it's still holding up against those at the moment. Still kind of holding this area, but a bunch of upper shadows. Yeah, 430s, 420s, 410s. It's popping right back up though. Every time it sells off, right back up. Big battle going on right now, guys. Big old battle. I don't mind a little battle. Want to see what it's going to do against this trend again. Coming back down to the trend. It keeps getting balled up. See what it's going to do. Just trade the trend. Is YJ popping up right now towards $5? The one just popped on the scans right now. I'm sorry, Coin. I'm sorry. That's funny. Made a few cheeseburgers on it. Off the dollar menu. Dollar menu cheeseburgers. See if Tour is going to sell off under $4. It's coming right down to the trend, looking slightly heavy. But it is at the trend. Let's see if it's going to hold this trend or crack it. Pretty heavy on this trend. 408 bids, 409. Fighting that 9 EMA right now. Still trying to hold that trend a little bit here. Go Tigers. SBE dropping to 33.50. Nice. SBE dropping to 33.50. A lot going on today. It's just got to be focused. It's like focusing on the best plays out here. Yeah, Tour, I'm watching it pretty carefully against the trend here, see if it's going to be kind of heavy. It's got all that resistance in the 425s, 30s. Seeing if it's going to be heavy against this trend. The ZKIN coming back up a little bit. ZKIN is coming back up a little bit here. Curling back around. Interesting, ZKIN. Interesting. Looks like it may want to try to go red to green. What's the green? 261, 262 is kind of green on the day for ZKIN. Or, yeah, 262-ish. RMG, what is going on there? RMG is popping up like crazy right now, guys. RMG. 1360s, 70s. So RMG kind of watching that one here too. And Tour watching that against the upper shadows in the 430s. 430 range. It's coming back up to those right now too. So seeing what Tour is going to be doing here. Big seller at 15 on RMG. Okay. Watching RMG. I like that for a short. Just giving that a little bit of time there. Gonna let that keep working a little bit. And then Tour watching that one to see if that one's going to crack that trend here soon, or if it's going to keep if buyers are going to remain there. So buyers are still buying up TOUR off of that trend. You guys know what the trend is we looking at. Here's the trend TOUR. Buyers still here, but it's getting slightly heavy against it, so we will watch that pretty carefully. Then RMG, the other one I'm watching. Long in RMG 1330, stop 13. Woo! Coin. Coin going for it. Coin is going for it. Tour looks like Tour is testing the trend right now. TOUR testing that trend. See what it's going to do here. It is pulling back to that trend a little bit. Looks like it wants under, but we'll see. See if that one gets bought back up a little bit. I'd like to see that one back under $4. Like to see it back under $4 there. It's like it's cracking the trend, but don't even care. Don't even care. No hair, don't care. So RMG holding up right now. RMG's kind of holding up that 1350s area. RMG kind of holding up that area right now. We could watch it against 1370s, which I know Coin wouldn't like. We can see this thing even higher, but it is kind of holding that 9 EMA 1340s at the moment. Doing pretty well. RMG against that. It's a little bit of a sell-off there. ZKIN back down to 239, 240s. So guys, yesterday what happened? Yesterday at around 11:30 is when Moho started popping up, MOHO, and that one was an all-day grinder. So that started around 11:30. FRAN, that's interesting. FRAN getting a little strange pop on it. $393 the 200-day on FARAN. A little bit of a pop there. I'm telling you guys, traders are looking for that play from yesterday, like a Moho. We're looking for a Moho. A Moho. FRAN, RMG news, Kevin. RMG, I'm not seeing any. Not seeing any. Not seeing any there. But looking for that Moho today. Where is that Moho going to be? Yeah, didn't see any news RMG. That one's already pulling back a little bit. If I miss the short, sometimes I do look for the scoop. That one has a fast sell-off like under 13. May scoop it up. May do a little scoopy action on it. Fast sell-off under 13 potentially. Potentially a little scoop. Just watching that one under 13 real quick. It's quieting down a little bit. FRAN is kind of somewhat interesting. Got a little, probably chat room, little pump on it up to 380s. Just looking for that moho from yesterday around 11:30. And even moho, like it popped up, consolidated, didn't have much volume. Really all the volume came in around like 2 o'clock. I find it interesting that TOUR is still holding up despite cracking the trend a little bit. TOUR did crack this trend line. It is kind of forming like lower highs, almost like a descending triangle would be. Descending triangle there, but it's still holding up. It is still absolutely holding up. It don't care. Looking around. It's the day before Thanksgiving, guys. We could see something. ZKIN still could get some volume on it. Some afternoon volume as well. Still holding up above 220. Just kind of that key area for ZKIN. Still could get a little bit of volume there. So TOUR is 413, 409. So that one. I mean, every time the thing with TOUR is every time it starts looking weak, it just gets bought right back up. Every time TOUR, a little bit weak, bought up, a little bit weak, bought up, cracking the trend. Okay, back up. MTC is back above the pre-market support. Coin just brought that one up to MTC. Yeah, so MTC is back above that support. Watching that one, 235, 236 is kind of that support. It's trying to get back above, U-shaping a little bit there. It's nearly green on the day now as well. It opened green around like 250. So that's going to be a little resistance it needs to get above. But MTC is trying. Stop 228 for coin. Yeah, I may give it a little tap here. Let me give it a little tap here. Let's see what it's going to do against this trend. It's trying to hold. It's just a little slower there. Trying to hold the trend though. VWAP's 235. Coin's giving a little bit of room, 228. Probably the right idea there. The trend from pre-market I'll show you guys for MTC. Here's the trend from pre-market that it was on. It cracked under it. Now it's back above it now. Now it is back above. It's going to have the open of the day around 250. It's going to be a little resistance, and then as well as the 260.70s. But this may be may try to curl around. MTC did kind of have that past chart history as well. Does have that. If you look at the past chart history here with MTC, it does have some pretty explosive moves on it. Yeah, so right now it's battling the open. The open's right here. Look, it's green on the day at the moment. 248, I believe, is the open. It's kind of battling that area right now. That's naturally where it's going to have a little bit of trouble. It's going to need some decent volume to come in and put this green on the day. It's definitely got the volume. Buyers at VWAP. What you seeing? What you seeing, Coin? Big boy buyers at VWAP. Here we go over 250. So it is green on the day now. That is a definitely a good sign. Definitely a good sign here that it's trying to do that red to green move. TLUR finally breaking. Dang. Yeah, I did like that one short. And I like the setup. I mean, it looked really nice. All right. MTC pulling back a little bit here. 240s. VWAP's 236. 236, pulling back to the VWAP a little bit here. coin adding at VWAP. Yeah, this is kind of where the trend is as well. Trend VWAP. Trend in VWAP. So it's having a tough time with the open, obviously. Still on the trend, still buyers present. Holy GNW, what is going on? Yeah, GNW SSR. Yeah, I saw that just pop up on the positive scans, and man, I kind of missed that scoop. That was a nice little sell-off. 440s down a point. Smack that like button. Yeah, it gets a little quieter. The first 30 minutes is nuts in here, guys. And usually I don't trade past 10, but it is Thanksgiving week, and this entire week we've been seeing some craziness. Some craziness going on. Around 11:30 and beyond, so definitely don't want to miss it. Yeah, TOUR. I'm not convinced that that one's done for the day. Really not convinced that that one's done. Quite frankly, because every time it kept selling off, it's just getting bought right back up. And testing that VWAP area again as TOUR. TOUR. TOUR, trying to get back above VWAP right now. Trying to get back above VWAP, so that may have been a fake out breakdown. Told you TOUR is a little tricky. Definitely a little tricky, TOUR. Tour 100,000 buyer at $4 just popped up. Yeah, TOUR is I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I think we could get a little bit of a squeeze on it. There may be some shorts here. Maybe a few shorts present, TOUR. I do kind of like it. I do's. On Thanksgiving, what you got for us? What you got? So TOUR, TOUR, I am watching this one above VWAP. MTC, I'm watching that one as well. very closely. Fran, what did I say? Fran did look kind of interesting. Fran ended up trying to get a little bit of that little pumpy action on it. Fran from 390s up to 430. Go figure. Good old Fran. MTC pulling back right now, 220s. 220s, that one's pulling back a little bit. MTC lower, high. Anyone still with a short on RMG? I never got that, Kim. I never got RMG. Oh my word. RMG is nasty. Wow, that one's given nearly everything back. RMG. Good gracious. Yeah, we could look for a little artificial, I'm thinking. RMG, we could look for a little scoop on it. This thing has given everything back. I'm talking everything. If we get a fast little speed behind it, a little fast sell off, I may look to scoop RMG. Probably fast move to like 1240s. Don't think it's scoopable. Yeah, it's got to get some speed behind it. It's kind of like got a nasty trend against the 90 EMA just south. Just like a slip and slide. Nasty little trend to it. Guys, what is the roundup here? What is the roundup? If you're sticking around trading, I'd be watching like MTC and TOUR still sitting around the $4 area. TOUR still kind of sitting around that $4 area. Ooh. ZKIN, potentially ZKIN. MTC is coming up just a little bit more again up to that trend line that's having a lot of trouble with. That upper trend line of MTC. Come back up to it. KXIM back up to VWAP, yeah. Back up to VWAP there. Guys, I'm going to not be here tomorrow and Friday, so obviously nobody's going to be here tomorrow. The market's closed Friday half a day, so if you're going to stick around, you're on your own Friday. Tour, a little bit heavy, still against $4. Yep, good eye there, Kim. Still a little heavy there against $4. But otherwise, Tour is done for now. I'm really curious to see what is going to pop up in Zombie Hour today. Yesterday was Moho. Very curious to see what's going to pop up in Zombie Hour today. But for now, it's kind of like lunch hour, slowing down a little bit. But other than that, we'll do it again Monday morning. We will do it again Monday morning. So traders, love you all. If you're going to keep trading, trade safe. Have a great Thanksgiving. And we will see you Monday morning bright and early.